Hi, Divine Masculines. Thank you so much for being here. This message is for all of the Divine Masculine energy of the collective. Today is December 6th, 2020. I have a couple of channeled messages that came to me while preparing for this video, and then I will be doing the reading right after. I have a couple of pictures here just to relate to some of the messages that I received while prepping. And you will hear May's freaking, oh my goodness, May's featuring Frankie Beverly. Okay, and I said freaky, so some of y'all may be feeling that right now, or that's around you, because I totally did not mean to say that. But May's featuring Frankie Beverly is playing in the background. This is what I was guided to play. A couple of things came to mind, Christmas songs as well. And then, oh, what was the other one? Oh, Naughty by Nature, Everything's Gonna Be All Right. But this is the one that Maze and Frankie Beverly stuck out the most, so I went ahead and went with that. Another thing I want to point out too is that I'm feeling like a really intense heaviness of some sorts, and so a lot of you may be feeling burdened, have a lot on your shoulders, and then also to there was a lot of perfectionist type attitude, like everything had to be particular in a certain way before something else was done. And while I was doing these things, like I just started cleaning and just had to, I don't know, it was real strange. Like I had to make sure that certain things were done before I could actually move on to doing this reading. And so and I normally don't do that. I got Virgo energy while I was doing that, and so some of you may have strong Virgo in your chart, or just be surrounded with a nice Virgo energy. And when I say nice, meaning the extensiveness of it, not necessarily the action of being nice. What else was I hearing? I think that was it. Oh, and release expectations. If there's a lot on your plate, just try to release and take some time out for yourself. And I have that in my notes here. I'll go ahead and just start reading what I have written too. Okay, so maintain a good balance with adequate rest. Drink lots of water. When you drink water, it's good to also have lemon juice in the water. First part of the morning, or whenever you wake up, typically before you eat, so that this is the first thing that you're taking in. Lemon juice helps to alkalize the water. And then I have here to journal as well. Selenite crystal under the pillow will surround your energy at night and help you to sleep a little better. Because I did wake up and I started yawning. And it's like, well, what did I sleep for? You know, some of you, I feel like, are waking or sleeping and then waking up and still feeling tired. Let's see. Some of you are eating healthier, shopping at health food stores, and that's great. What you put in is what you get out. Dance, sing, take salt baths and or showers. If you don't take baths and you want to utilize salt, what I would recommend is, and you know, always follow your guide, but what came to me was putting salt at the bottom of the shower, stepping onto that, kind of letting you know, the heat hit that, and then scrubbing down with the salt as well. Also, get a manicure or a pedicure or do a facial. Ease more into your feminine energy at times when you're feeling like you're doing too much or you're overworked. Make the time. You are your biggest investment. It is okay to say no. And this is like, I feel like to like all of this information, normally I don't get this much information. It was like download after download after download. So like, it's like a lot. And some of you may feel like you have a lot going on. I would say most of you. Speak up when it comes to putting yourself first. Some of you may have guests that are overstaying their welcome, possibly a little careless as well. And with that, I'll just say that doormats are used for doors. You have the power to be the change. Get like Nike and just do it, boo. So with the pictures here, one of the things that came to me while preparing for the reading right before is the Battle of Jericho. And so doing some research, I found this beautiful picture here. And the Battle of Jericho is about, it's a Bible story in the book of Joshua, chapter 6. It's the first conquest of the Israelites as they set out to win the land of Canaan, also known as Phoenicia. And I'm gonna read that story here. Okay, so the scouts from the Israelites crept into the walled city of Jericho and hid at the house of Rahab, noted as a prostitute. Rahab had faith in God and informed the Israelites of Jericho's fear, saying, I know that the Lord has given you this land, and that a great fear of you has fallen on us, so that all who live in this country are melting in fear because of you. She helped the scouts hide from the king's soldiers. Sorry. Let me get back. And that's another thing too I was gonna mention. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was major distraction. So I feel like maybe there's like one or two significant things happening in or around you that are like total distraction. While I was trying to record and begin recording this reading, I kind of got stopped for like a good hour before I could continue on. And so just want to mention that as well. And then I just had that happen here. So a lot of you are doing a very, very good job of moving forward and keeping yourself going regardless. Let's see. So I think I'm just going to go ahead because I lost my place. Okay, so she helped the scouts hide from the king's soldiers. This is Rahab. Then leave out a window since her house was located next to the city wall. Rahab demanded the spies affirm an oath as she swore not to give their plans away, and congruently, they vowed to spare Rahab and her family when the Battle of Jericho occurred. She was to fasten a scarlet rope in her window as the symbol of her and her family's protection. God instructed Joshua with an unusual strategy for the Battle of Jericho. He told Joshua to have his army march around the city once a day for 6 straight days. While marching, the soldiers played their trumpets as the priests carried the Ark of the Covenant around the city of Jericho. On the 7th day, the Israelites marched around the walls of Jericho 7 times. Joshua assured them that by God's order, everyone in the city must be slain except Rahab and her family. All items of silver, gold, bronze, and iron were to go into the Lord's depository. At Joshua's order, the men produced a powerful roar, and Jericho's walls miraculously fell down. The Israelite army raced in quickly, conquering the city, and, as promised, only Rahab and her family were spared. So that is, I just seen Battle of Jericho, and then was pretty familiar with it growing up, but just wanted to make sure I gave that good story to be able to better help. That might relate to some or a lot of you with that story. And then also too, wanted to point out too, the first things that I noticed were the walls, this big huge wall coming down. With the blue here, I feel like there's a great need to speak. And then I also just felt like, you know, seeing the men walking barefoot, they're all conjoined, they're all together, you know. Some good healing is being done, and that grounding is being done as well. It's just like great communion to me, coming together to be a great force. And so also too, I got hopeful. So yeah, and then with the acorn picture here, that just came to mind as well while I was doing this. This was one of the other messages, and so I did some research and just want to read a little bit about that, and then I will go ahead and finish reading what I have intuitively written down, and we'll get to the reading. So we have Kor, also known as Persephone, was the daughter of Demeter, goddess of agriculture, and Zeus, the sky god. Since oak trees were sacred to both, acorns represent the seed and the fruit of the mighty oak gods. In Norse legend, Thor, the sky god of lightning, sought shelter under a large oak during a thunderstorm. This in turn led to the tradition of placing acorns on windowsills to prevent a house from being hit by lightning. Acorns were commonly worn as amulets of protection, good luck, and abundance. Acorns first appear on adult trees, starting at the age of 20 to 50 years old, which makes acorns a symbol of patience and achievement. A mature oak can produce more than 2,000 acorns a year, but only 1 in 10,000 acorns will grow to become an oak. This speaks to the perseverance that it takes to achieve our goals. And so the message that came with this read, and this is from Tree Spirit Wisdom. I'll leave the information for all of this in the description box for you to access. But the message overall with the acorn is that it reminds us to stay humble, even during times of great achievement. This is a time to embrace the art of self-sufficiency, self-discipline, and self-control. As we master these aspects of life, we begin to flow in harmony with the natural rhythms of nature. Acorn's appearance suggests that we are about to sprout a new plan, or that a new opportunity will appear before us. The challenge, and they have a challenge here, so the challenge with the acorn would be being loud or indiscreet, not able to keep secrets, especially those that could impact others. All right, so the other messages that I have here. So as much as you do practically, do the same or more for yourself. Possibly micromanage the practical. You are doing very well organizing, but it can be exhausting. And without enjoyment, if you're a zombie, and we don't want to be zombies, so just make sure you're getting rest. And then I just want to send you all love and cheer you on. You're doing great. There's a lot to you under the surface. You are deep because there's so much that came in. Like I could just feel, and it's almost like I had to, excuse me, stop myself just to be able to contain and process everything that was already coming in, because it was like the story, all of this, like I thought that was so cool, and it just came just like that. So you're a very, very deep person. You're an interesting person to learn from and to be around, and you are one with a lot of ancient wisdoms. You may feel that this is a burden on others, so you may be holding this in yourself. Possibly because you have in the past been made fun of. Just know that this is a blessing, and as you continue to be more of your true self, you will align with those who love this and will appreciate it. The more practical side may be keeping you a little bit out of touch. All is well. Baby steps. Any movement forward for the better is great progress. All right, so we'll get on to the reading here. I'll go ahead and move these. I hope that was really helpful for a lot of you. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling the deck. I'm using my very first deck that I had received from Spirit, my beautiful Spirit team. This is the Gilded Tarot deck. It's got some really good specialness to it. I'm going to be doing a spread of 8 cards, just like I did for the Divine Feminine reading that I did the other day. Feel free to check that video out as well. The Divine Masculine reading, current energy. Thank you, universe. 2, 3, a couple more. Thank you. I would also say too, you know, just sit where there's, you know, either some good music or silence. Take respite in a nice woody area and take a few deep breaths. Just close your eyes and really breathe in. Take a long breath in while your stomach protrudes. Hold that for 6. So you want to breathe in 6, hold it for 6, and then let out 6. And we're all getting a lot of 6s with this reading so far. So I just want to say with that, 6s in that kind of order, I would consider to be unconditional love. So that is around you and coming through. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and split. And we'll start shuffling. I'm gonna put all the cards out. At one time, and then we'll flip them as we progress. Okay, there's one card. Make sure we get that so we can see that. And actually, I'm feeling the need to go ahead and flip this. Just because I did that for the Divine Feminine reading. This is the, bring it closer, the 5 of Wands. And to me, this card, I'm hearing possibly some fighting, backbiting, competition. This could be you as a part of this, or this going on around you. 5s are about change, and with this particular energy, I would just say definitely anything that kind of seems like that's going awry, there's going to be order out of chaos, is what I'm hearing. And so just trust the process. Breathe. I had just mentioned taking respite, going out to a woody area. If some of you like camping, I would recommend, you know, some camping, getting out in the woody areas, and doing some meditation. I'm noticing the purple as well. So with that too, I want to say maybe there's some, a little bit of battling going on in the mind, and not necessarily this being a physical situation. And I do see the, there's a wood log here too. There's a couple of butterflies. I have never really, I've had this for a long time, and it's really cool what, you know, pops out at certain times. I'm noticing the monarch butterflies. Butterflies are about transformation. Monarch specifically may mean something to you. You may be seeing monarch butterflies. Wands is also fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And so too with the 5, again, this is just, it's almost like with the order out of chaos, things having to kind of be this way in order to get to something better. All right, so we'll get the rest of the cards out here. That flip, yep, and we'll go ahead and turn that over. I hope all of you are having a great beginning to your December. Okay, and then we have these 2 that came out together. Make sure we can see all of these as we're laying these down. I've been also noticing a lot of wood this past week. Just overall, a lot of wood in all kinds of ways. Just in all kinds of ways. Thank you, Spirit, that we only need a certain few at a time. That was quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle so we can get the last 4. I do not do reversals. So if anything does pop out that turns out to be a reversal card, I will flip that. This reading is not gender specific. It is for anyone who is guided to this message. This is just speaking of the overall masculine energy and not necessarily the gender completely. 3 more cards, please, one at a time. Thank you. Divine masculine. Divine masculine. Collective energy. Divine masculine. All right. Okay, given that there's nothing popping, I'm feeling like there may be a little hesitation with something too. Divine feminine cards were all over the place. Divine masculine. So you also too may be in a meditative state. You may be with the healing that I had mentioned earlier, just taking really good care of yourself. Keeping yourself contained. Nice and calm. The petrified wood crystal, that's the stone of transformation. That speaks about having calmness as well. Being really, really intuitive. And one more card. And depending on how this reading goes, we'll see whether or not we do the bottom of the deck or not. All right, so we have the first card as the 5 of Wands. I consider this, you know, to be a really good card and significator of great things to come. So I don't see this as this being anything bad. It may not feel so great at the time, but it's situations where we don't feel so good that help us to realize what does feel good and helps us to move forward towards that if we do so choose to do that. So let's go ahead and flip over the second card here. All right, and we have the Queen of Cups. So this is a very good second card. It's possible that there could be possibly a little battle, or, you know, just being in the mind in relation to this particular energy of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a very loving and nurturing, strong, intelligent, intuitive, powerful energy. She's decked out in gold. And so I'm getting, she has the Midas touch. And as I say that, I'm noticing, you know, her holding that cup. Everything is just gold. Even her hand from, you know, from where I'm standing, it looks gold. Like, I know that's not exactly what you know, is presented here, but because she is holding that cup, it just makes her hand glow like the essence of gold. And so this may be a physical person who is looking forward. This could be you also. Just you have your back turned to anything that is going awry and you are totally oblivious to it. You are loving yourself, you are taking care of yourself, and you are looking forward and moving towards the future and what appears to be, I would say, transitional things that are resulting in greater things. The blue, I want to say that you are in the mode of feeling and speaking your truth and being your truth and having honor, being confident, and just not minding any of that. And two, you know, the pillar behind her, because her back is against that too, or I would say the pillar is behind her. But I almost want to say too, like something that may have been of high value doesn't necessarily bring what is being sought. And so onward movement we go. And I'm getting to like abundance, like you're just surrounded both spiritually and physically in a lot of goodness. You're very comfortable. I'm getting it's lonely at the top. Like, cause I'm seeing this overall as her like being posted up high. She's in the clouds. And so, yeah, you're just looking for something better. I'm also noticing too, a little bit of mist coming from this. And so this could be you, putting something really, really nice together. Take that as you are feeling that and, you know, either giving this to yourself or offering this to another. Queen of Cups, Cups energy is water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. I do consider this queen to be at the top, just for me personally, of all the queens, because of the nurturance and the love, the abundance of love. And yeah, this was also in the Divine Feminine reading as well. So definitely do, I mean, if you're interested, I would check that out as well. And even though this is a Cups card, I'm getting fire energy. So this could be, you know, a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer with very, very strong fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. So I'm seeing the fire come out too. It's almost like a reflectory type thing where she's like covered in gold, just pure gold, but emitting that queen of wands and that fiery energy from within. The next card is the Queen of Swords. All right. So with this, I feel like this is great, especially for the Divine Masculine reading, because it's just, to me, says that you are coming into your feminine energy, and because you're doing that, you're moving away from any of this, which could be mental or physical energy that may seem like conflict. Again, with the transformational butterflies there. And then, I'm sorry, I didn't hold up the Queen of Cups last time. If I don't do every card, I'm sorry. I'm just going with what I'm being guided to do. But we have the Queen of Swords here. And so with this, I just feel like, again, this speaking of really magnetizing the feminine energy within yourself. These are two queens already. There's two other queens, you know, to get that full Empress energy, really coming into union with yourself. Cutting off You know, you're looking to, you know, just cut off a lot of what no longer serves you. You are coming into a place like they're coming together. I see them coming together. So you're utilizing these two energies to get away and move away from this. A light has been shown. You are bringing the light as well. And you're not afraid to wield that sword if need be. It's almost like she's like standing there just waiting. Just waiting. Because of, I'm hearing, because of what has happened in the past, knowing, you know, with cycles, what may come. And this time around, you're better prepared. This too shall pass and the same shall return. But only this time, you're much stronger. You're more in your elements and your power. And it's no holds barred. I'm seeing the water back here too. And a lot of blue. So there's a lot of emotion here. Swords are air energy, which is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So this may be strong in your natal chart. I'm also getting to, like, I'm getting another situation. This could be two individuals that are around you, because we've already covered you, this possibly being you, but outside of you, if this is outside of you, these are two individuals who may be taking part in this, and that's just what I'm getting from that. So there may be some of you who have this situation going on for you. And with this air energy too, because I've seen the water and the emotion, this energy may have water energy, strong water energy as well, using and utilizing their energy and power to cut out and move away from what isn't serving them. They're both royal. I see the gold decked out there, and her crown is lit. I know that's not exactly, because I believe that's part of this night sky, but her crown is glowing to me, her third eye and her crown area. She may have red hair, and it's, you know, she's ready like Freddy. All right, so let's go on to the next card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So with the way that this movement, the Knight of Pentacles is, to me, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. It's about stability. Pentacles is earth energy. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I'm seeing a lot of the good green here, where it speaks of the heart chakra. And, you know, we did mention the 666 and the 2 6s before that. All the 6s, speaking of unconditional love. Unconditional love is related to the heart chakra. So coming from the heart, being in your heart. I see the scarab beetles. Scarab beetles, to me, are an Egyptian totem that speak of being able to take certain situations and that aren't of the greatest content and making the best out of those situations. And then we see the bunny here too. So bunnies may be significant as well. To me, those also speak about some kind of change taking place as well. I'll bring this up closer so we can see. This way so we're not blocking not making it a shadow. All right, and so to me, this knight is going to battle. I wouldn't even say to battle, just making a move, possibly towards this energy. I would say too, kind of like, it's almost like I want to see this like I see this like a sandwich. Like we have this to the back, but we have this moving forward. And so we have, you know, these two powerful energies within that are being kind of stabilized with this Knight of Pentacles, who will progress into the King of Pentacles. And so too, with the Knight of Pentacles to me also too is about an offer. It just taking quite a bit of time. And I'm hearing, you know, fine like wine. But, you know, I also noticed too that this knight is out in the woody area. Almost like embracing themselves and honing in. They've got their shield, their pentacle, ready to offer. And they're just moving. They're getting there. They're getting there. All right. So let's move on to the next card. Cool beans. We have the 8 of Pentacles. And so this just overall speaks of the hard work and really not paying attention to this right here. Working on that pentacle. You work so hard on this pentacle. The 8 progresses to the 10. So it's like you've got, you know, you're on your 8th pentacle here. And I feel like with the last 2 pentacles, almost like you want to I'm share that with someone. Like those last 2 pentacles would be from you and from another person. With the mouse here, I would just say that brought me back to the distraction. There may be a certain energy around you that's being brought to light. But I'm noticing too, the blue and the purple, the actual root chakra, red, work being done. And it's almost like this is like a polarity. I'm seeing this as polarizing. So you're really truly working on yourself. Because blue and red make purple when they come together. And so that's just what I'm getting. So it's like you're masculine and you're feminine, and you know, some good chakra work also that's being done where you have a really, really strong, because that purple is sticking out. And I noticed a lot of purple too before the reading as well. I'm actually wearing purple, and then I have my amethyst with me as well. But there's a lot of purple here. Doing work in almost like a deep dungeon type state, where there's a certain place that you go, where you have special things that you keep and only you know about them, or you and a few select people that you have decided to share this with. But you really appreciate this space. You want to make sure you have made sure that this space has a beautiful onlooking a view, a beautiful view. So wherever this place is, I feel like you have made sure that you have a nice view while you're doing this work. And then again, I'm getting the green. The green is pentacle energy for me, or excuse me, heart chakra energy. This is a Pentacles card. So again, that's earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. A web is being weaved. So this just, to me, also confirms that, and because of the way that it is built, like it's been worked on for some time, where it has come out to be this beautiful web here. So yeah, 8 going to the 10, we're almost there. That's what I'm getting with that. And this is under the Five of Wands, so it's like you've worked on these pentacles here to make sure that you're definitely not paying attention to any of that stuff anymore, because it's just been holding you back. All right, so the next card. And I just want to point out too, a lot of these cards so far have come out in reversal. And so to me, that just may be feeling like there's blockage. And we've gotten a couple of instances of proof of that. So this could be, a couple of things that may be or may have been blocking something very, very significant that you've been working on for quite some time. We have the Ace of Wands for the next card, which I really, really like. I love this card. I think it's a really pretty card. I think of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sometimes I'm thinking of it now when I'm seeing this card. This is a fire card, given it's a Wands, and that's Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. The Ace is about a new beginning, so could be working on this new, passionate, awesome, creative beginning. Either with something that you have going on or something that, you want to offer. Or this could be, I want to say too, just feelings about everything that's been going on, being passionate about getting a new start, being passionate about the way that you feel within, being passionate about how everything has transpired, and now you are able to see, like, things are just lit up. And with the certain, planetary energies, I know that I just heard that all planets are currently direct. And so with that, there's, a beautiful rhythm that is taking place right now with the planets. And so, a lot of stuff just could be being brought to light for you, and you're feeling this energy. Hands are significant. You could be doing certain mudras, which are energetic channelings with the hands. Ace is a 1. Ones to me are about wholeness as well. So being within, going within and having, that good balance with the feminine and masculine energies. With that second story that I had given with the Queen of Cups too, given that this is under the Queen of Cups, this could be motion or movement that you are wanting to take with this Queen of Cups energy here. And then the night sky is really, really protruding as well, and the stars. Yeah, it's almost like a utilizing of, like I said, the Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire energy. So I would say too, with that being said, like I'm getting like, because you're grounded and you're also in a great mental state, you're able to bring in and feel a lot of this passion. Red is root chakra energy too. The root chakra is in the lower pelvic region. So some of you may be feeling this energy taking place in that area. Very, very stimulating. This is also known as the sex card as well. So maybe possibly being a little horny. TGT, the singing group, a song came on earlier today by them. And it had to do with sex. And so just that came to mind as well. It's a pretty good song too. I'll look into it. The next card we have. All right. That's cute. is this awesome progression here to the King of Cups. And so, like, what I'm getting, because these are counterparts here, but this card is here. So maybe someone may possibly be getting cut off. And this, because there's a cutoff, this is leading to more progression for the Knight of Pentacles as he's working hard and has this passion for this Queen of Cups energy, truly coming into their own with the King of Cups. King of Cups is, and I did mention with the last two cards, or actually the last three cards, I felt some hesitancy. And that's typically what, like, the King of Cups is very, very full of passion, but he is not so quick to express that passion right away. Not that he doesn't, but it may, you know, he just may be a little shy guy or girl. We have gold and silver here. To me, that kind of emphasizes the union and just kind of melding together. I'm seeing the Midas touch as well. He's got his scepter here. He's holding a cup, looking at it like he really wants to offer this cup. The crown is shining. So there may have been some really, really great achievements lately or in the past. It's a really big crown as well, too. So I'm just seeing really strong and confident, comfortable, chilling, hanging out, and dreamy. Just complete dreamy. Again, the Cups energy is about Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I'm noticing, too, the beautiful floral arrangements down here. To me, that just seems like you have grown and you're at the top of this growth. So there's been, like, really, really nice growth that's surrounded by this beautiful golden river here. Just feeling golden. Golden and lovey is what I'm getting. And then, again, you know, I'm noticing the planetary energy. I would say Saturn has been very significant, especially in alignment with Jupiter. I do know that they are in a conjunction, I believe, also with Pluto as well, so that may mean something. And then I'm noticing here, too, he has more of the orange, which speaks of sacral energy. Sacral is right above the root chakra. So that's in the, I would say, in between the pelvic and navel region. And that's about creativity, being really, really passionate about new beginnings and new endeavors. The purple with this, I'm getting royalty. Just feeling straight royal. Having done the work. It's almost like, you know, you're kind of, he looks like he's missing someone, too. Just very dreamy. Dreamy and missing someone. Like he's surrounded with all this love and just wants to share it. I'd say the night sky kind of emphasizes the dreaminess, too. He's very connected to the stars and to the energy around him and is affected by that and is very feely. So he can definitely, or he or she can definitely feel this energy. And just wants to share it. I feel I'm hearing and be appreciated. And I'll hold this up too. So you can see the detail. This is a really, really pretty card. The Saturn ruler, or Saturn rules Capricorn, I believe. So you may have a strong Capricorn, or Capricorn may be significant. And that's also, to me, I'm hearing 10th house with Capricorn. 10th house is about career. So that would probably just emphasize, I would say, being really, really successful and having a lot of achievement. I'm just wanting someone to share it with. All right, the last card. Oh, so this definitely, wow, that's great. This is so nice. This is a cute, it's almost like, I want to say a cute love story. For some of you. For others, this is definitely confirming a new beginning. You want to begin something new, nice and fresh, clean slate. Because I'm not getting the actual page. Like, I mean, this could be someone younger. This could be, you could be younger than, you know, who you're seeking out. This is a young person, but like normally I would say, you know, pages are associated with an immatureness. I'm not getting that at all. He is standing strong. You know, his chest is out. He's confident. He's thought a lot about, you know, how and what, when, where, why. And now he's ready. I'm getting that, you know, I'm ready. And he's walking through, like, I see the arch here. Given the floral arrangements that we have here too, it just to me speaks of really doing the work and seeing the fruits of your labor after putting a lot of time into something and it coming to fruition. This may be taking place in the nighttime or in the early morning. And the way that he's holding it is just like, he's really confident and he's very sure. I think with the feeling that I was getting about with the King of Cups energy, shyness. And so you're, you know, possibly coming off almost like it's like a teenage love. Don't hurt me again. Like slick Rick. That's what I'm getting. Teenage love. So maybe, you know, there's this energy, the counterpart that's making you feel a certain way. Like a young kid, like you feel lighthearted. There's a lot of playfulness. A lot of good cheer and good energy on the inside. Happiness, smiles. And because of this is why you're so confident. Because you've experienced this possibly time and time again. And through, you know, I would say many cycles, you have been doing the work and contemplating, you know what you want. And what you're willing to spend your time on and your energy on. And time is, you know, our energy is so valuable. And how we utilize that, it's like you're beginning to realize that possibly in the past, you know, you may feel like a lot of time has been wasted, but I think you're also realizing too that if you wouldn't have experienced any of that, then you wouldn't know and be so confident with what you actually do want now. We have quite a bit of Cups energy and Pentacles energy. I would say this is the only sword. So this definitely, I would say, is with the first story, this definitely to me would speak of just using these energies as a strong force to be able to move away from this and do what it is you want to do, working hard towards that passionate feeling, contemplating over it, being shy about it, and now you know what to do. The second story, you know, these may have been two different individuals. You're coming towards to put an end to that, speaking up. You know, you've done the work. You feel a certain way about, you know, one of them. And you have really done the work to decide, you know, what it is that you really truly want for yourself. And now you're ready to make that offer. They're both looking the same way. And they're both, it's like their heads are at the same level. They're both holding the cup very confidently and out. Like the way to me, this, I'm just like, it's like, man, like he's like really feeling, I'm hearing like, you dropped the bomb on me, baby. Like real, like, that type of, like that type of era type music, just real jazzy type, 70s type, funk type music. You know, you're just really feeling really good. You know, you're dressed, even as a page, you know, he's nice and clean and ready to go. So, all right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and leave it at that. I won't do the bottom of the deck because, again, this was a really, really great reading that kind of speaks for itself. I don't think we need to move further towards anything else. So, yeah. So I hope that these messages were very helpful for the divine masculines out there. I thank you so much again for being here. Again, I will leave all the information that I said I would in the description box. I wish you a very, very happy, bountiful, and blessed December, full of joy, peace, and love. Stay loving, be love, and receive that love. Peace to you all. Mwah. Take care.